Hello, and welcome to this week's PennEnergy News Update. I'm Hilton Price. Cleanup operations are underway in New Jersey after Hurricane Sandy caused a diesel spill into the Arthur Kill waterway and adjacent Woodbridge Creek. 2 storage tanks were damaged at the Seawarren refinery owned by Motiva Enterprises, a joint venture between Shell and Saudi Aramco. Officials with the company notified the U.S. Coast Guard that an estimated 300,000 gallons were spilled. Company officials say most of that was contained by a backup containment unit. Motiva has deployed booms to skim fuel from the Woodbridge Creek. The Coast Guard is overseeing the cleanup. Hurricane Sandy led to a drop in crude prices. U.S. light sweet crude fell toward $85 a barrel after the storm Tuesday, fueled by concerns over weak demand. Brent crude remained flat at about $109. 2/3 of refineries located in the storm's path were shut down. Hurricane Sandy is one of the largest storms to ever hit the U.S. At least 62 people have been killed. Millions remain without power. A shocking murder of a British Exxon exec living in Belgium has police battling conspiracy theories as they investigate. Nicholas Mockford was shot while leaving a restaurant in Netter-over-Heenbeek, a Belgian village incorporated within Brussels. This happened on October 14th. Mockford was shot 4 times and his wife beaten. The assailants fled the scene on foot carrying motorcycle helmets. The 60-year-old Mockford died on the way to the hospital. Investigators were initially restricted from releasing information about the crime, but the lack of information led to theories the crime was more than a mugging or carjacking. Mockford's wife insists the attack was a mugging, but investigators have not ruled out an assassination theory. Other theories are also being investigated concerning environmental groups and eco-terrorists. Japan is asking for permission to conduct business with Iran, according to the Nikkei Business Daily. Japan's government has reportedly asked the U.S. for exemption from the upcoming February 2013 economic sanctions against Iran. U.S. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner is reportedly considering the exemption. Japan has already been granted 2 6-month waivers from the sanctions. Those were approved after the country made significant import cuts. From January to August of 2012, Japan imported 191,731 barrels per day. That is a 40% decrease from the same period in 2011. The trial to determine who will be held liable for the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico will begin February 25th. U.S. District Judge Carl Barbier delayed the trial so it would not interfere with the NFL Super Bowl or Mardi Gras. The trial had already been delayed earlier this year due to a settlement with private plaintiffs. A hearing for that settlement is scheduled for November 8th. While Barbier decided to push back the date of the oil spill trial, he declined a request to delay the hearing. The explosion on BP's Deepwater Horizon offshore oil rig caused 4.9 million barrels of oil to spill into the Gulf of Mexico. 11 rig workers were killed. Thank you for joining us this week. For these stories and more, head to PennEnergy.com.